Okay guys, so today is essentially Christmas. I picked up a ton of stuff. So we picked up 2 more turtles today, and the owner of those 2 turtles gave me any aquarium related supplies they had because they were moving. So I got a 125 gallon tank, 20-gallon tall tank, a 10-gallon, it's down there, and then just a ton of supplies. They said there's some saltwater stuff in here and just like a ton of different things. I got that huge air pump right there, a bunch of sand, which is pretty interesting. That's what these 2 buckets are filled with, I think. Yep. Got some driftwood, some rocks and stuff. So I now need to unload this. So we traveled to Columbus, which is over an hour away. It was a lot of driving, and then we, so I'm going to go ahead and unload this probably onto my back porch, just to, I got to clean everything, of course, and look through all of it, because I don't even know what's all here. But, like, that tub, I guess, is like its own filter, basically, so I don't know. We got that really nice light there. I'm pretty excited about pretty much everything. So I'm going to go ahead and start unloading it. But I thought that this might be a pretty cool video. The turtles are inside along with some super worms, I think, that he gave me. So that's pretty cool as well. They're 2 female Ochita map turtles. So that's pretty exciting, and I think I'll go ahead and add those to my 125 gallon, and then someday I'll show you guys how I'm going to fit this 125 gallon into my room, because we have a plan, but we'll see how it goes. So anyway, I'm going to start unloading. So in this video, I'm basically just going to be cleaning all of these items. I'm moving them back to my behind my house, and then I'm going to clean them over a couple of days, and you guys will be seeing that. I'll introduce the turtles in a different video. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and clean absolutely everything, as well as all of my stuff. So I have some other stuff that I got, actually. So there's a light down here that I got from getting some other turtles, and then those rocks in there, and then this bucket I got from other turtles, and then this my dad picked up, and it's cracked right here, but it's a 55 gallon and it's really trashy, but I'm gonna clean it up, and I have some plans and stuff for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean everything. The tank is out there in our yard because I'm gonna clean it, and then I'm gonna bring it into my living room, and it's gonna sit there because I don't want it sitting out in the cold outside. So today it's relatively warmer than it has been, still a little bit windy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clean everything. I have Beatrice walking around out here with me because in my iguana cage video I said it's a little bit cold at the bottom, and it's actually warmer out here than it is in the bottom of there, which is pretty surprising. I don't know what I have to do about that, but maybe just keep my whole room warmer or something. I'm not exactly sure, so I figured it'd be alright for her to come out here and dry off and bask in something. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the turtles, they're inside this, and I'm gonna let them walk around as well, but I'm gonna do a different video about them and what I'm doing with them currently. So here they are, real big Ochita map turtles apparently, but they're real nice and big. They're very large, but I need to wash this tub, and as well I need to wash this. So these are some super worms, I think, and I'm assuming the person was feeding them to them. So I'm gonna search through, and I'll just dump out whatever isn't super worm, because I think I wanted some super worms anyway, and I'm gonna go ahead and add these to my iguana's enclosure, but there's like very few in here, so I've only found one at a time right now, so I'm gonna go through, look through them, and then I'm gonna clean everything. It was hard to find them because they were all at the bottom, but I eventually found, I think, 25 of them, and then I kept some of them to feed Richard, and then the rest I put in Charles's enclosure. Okay, so here are a bunch of mealworms. There's just a bunch in here. I think I'm going to take a couple out of them in Charlie's cage, and then I will keep the rest to feed to the bearded dragon, because that's just what I'm going to do with them. So maybe like 5 or something, just throw them in there. I know they will live there, and eventually they'll turn into beetles, and then they'll probably run to the water dish because they're dumb. But anyway, while they're these, then they can live in the ground in the iguana's cage. First start off with my stuff, but I didn't film very much of all of this, and it actually ran into like a couple days of cleaning all this. Okay, everybody. I went ahead and cleaned stuff off camera because it's basically just doing dishes on a much larger scale in a tub outside. It is currently nighttime. It's very cold. I don't know the exact temperature, but it's cold and it's been windy all day. I started this during the day and I'm shivering right now. I've had 2 or 3 gloves on this entire operation here. But in short, I cleaned almost everything. So basically, I've had this tub here filled with hot water. I get buckets of water, and I've had it filled with hot water so then I can stand being out here. And then I put bleach and Dawn dish soap in it, and that's what I clean everything with. So I basically wipe everything down, clean it, and then I throw it in this huge pile. I have cleaned everything, including this tank and all of that stuff. I haven't cleaned the other tank, and I haven't cleaned some like more delicate things. So these types of things I just need to go through. So lights I can't just throw in the water. There's some food items and stuff, and then back in the garage there's some bulbs and different things. Those 2 filters down there are just never used, so it would be worse to throw them in the water because then I'm just getting them more dirty than they are. So I just need to different things like kind of dust them off or something. Normally I'd clean them anyway, but since I know that these are just turtles, then we're good. But if it was somebody that I thought might have kept like reptiles or something, then clean everything no matter what, because of the option of like external parasites, mites or something. So anything that was in the aquarium got soaked in bleach, or the bleach solution and everything. So the plan is now that I need to take every single one of these items and individually spray it off with a hose, and then I'm going to bring it in and set it down on a towel inside. Then once I get everything done, then I'll come inside and dry everything off. And then as I'm doing that, or probably tomorrow actually, I'll go ahead and write everything down in my notes, all the things that I got, because I like to keep track of everything. But I think tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and just test a ton of stuff out. So like the bubblers and the different things, and just test things to make sure they work, because I don't want to be storing broken appliances. It's pointless. So I'll go ahead and do that. Then over here we have a ton of rocks. So these are all rocks, and some wood there, kind of hard to see, and then some those things. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not setting up the tank at all like they were, so I'm not exactly sure if I'll use those for anything. And then there's 2 things of sand. So basically what I've learned is that turtles with shell rot, shell rot's basically contagious, so that makes complete sense. Shell rot is caused by bacteria that's like eating away at the shell. So obviously if you put a good turtle and a shell rot turtle in the same tank, then the shell rot turtle, the bacteria from it can get onto the good turtle. So I've made sure to clean absolutely everything here to make sure it's all good, so then when I eventually set up the 125 gallon, it will be all good. Honestly, I don't think I'll clean the 125 gallon tonight. I think I'll leave it for another night. But yeah, so I'm still not gonna film this because, like I said, it's just big dishes. But I will try to do a couple more updates. Right now there's a bunch of fake plants. I think I'll go ahead and put some of these things on Craigslist and just put them on as free. And then if somebody wants to come pick them up or something, because there's like a ton of fake plants here, like fake aquarium plants. And I'm sure somebody wants to use that. And then there's like a fake log thing and like a fake rocks and stuff. I'm sure somebody might want to use it. But if not, then I'll just throw it away. But I have like some fake plants inside and some fake rocks out here. I'll never use them. I hate it. It looks disgusting. But I don't know. Maybe that could be something good for somebody else. I don't know. But I'm going ahead and soaking it in some bleach stuffs because to clean it and whatnot. So I still have to clean this tub actually. Just wipe it down. Tubs are easy. The small stuff's what takes a long time. So I'll get that done, and then I'll go ahead and spray everything off like I keep repeating myself. Now I have everything sprayed off. I have to take this stuff to a couple different places. Some of the tubs I'll just throw in the garage because I'm not going to use them anymore. They're holding dirt. And then like that one I got, maybe I'll use it later, but right now, no. And this stuff I'll throw in the greenhouse. This is all the fake stuff, and then there's more fake rocks down there. I'll just throw that in the greenhouse. I don't care if there's water drops on it or whatever. All the tanks and all of this stuff, this whole tub's filled, will go inside to be dried along with everything else. And then, yeah, I'm going to go in, lay down a ton of towels, and then lay everything out, and then just start drying everything. Then I'm going to start on dishes to then wash I have another tub right here. So there's a water system, and then here's the tub. I'm going to wash this stuff next. I just need to go through it. It looks like a lot, but it won't be very hard at all. So that is now the plan, and my phone's about to die, so I'm gonna go. Okay, so I will wash off all of this stuff later, and then I'll just throw it in my greenhouse because I'll have to use this stuff outside. I'll probably use it in my greenhouse. There's the wood, some tiles for some reason, and then some different rocks and stuff. These ones I probably want to use in my greenhouse or something. So I'll take care of this tomorrow. I got a bunch of lava rock for all the filters that I'm setting up. So I'm going to wash that off as well. And then there's the sand over there, which I will use when setting the greenhouse. And then I have some other rocks and stuff. But that's what's happening with these rocks. These ones I'll probably use in the 125 gallon. Those I got with the Midland painted turtles. So those are like river rocks, and I think they'd look pretty cool in the 125. Okay, so basically everything is clean now. I went ahead and took apart this filter thing, and again, I don't completely understand it. I guess this is some type of pump then, and then it goes through all of these, which I'm guessing is like chemical, biological, and mechanical filtration, and then it goes out. But this is something that you'd hook up to like your sink. Like we used to have one down there because you see how we have two faucets? Well, that one isn't connected to anything, but it used to be, and it was one of these. So I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to, this box has two pieces of paper in it, and one explains the tub thing out there, and then one explains this. So I'll go ahead and read through that and try to figure out how to like set this up and like maybe make something out of it. I don't know. And right now I'm testing out some of the things. I guess I'm gonna have to go get a tub of water or something because I want to go ahead and test out all the different water things to make sure that they actually work and I'm not just storing garbage. But so far everything's been working just fine. I'm testing out the lights right now. Most of the light bulbs work. So all this stuff is the stuff I had to clean delicately. I'm really hoping this light works because it looks awesome. Or it looks like it's going to be awesome. And then over here, I moved out. This is all the other stuff. So I need to go through this and basically just organize everything, get it somewhat organized and then find a place for it. And yeah, there's a couple things that like I need to like put running for a little while. So since I cleaned most of the stuff, this stuff I just cleaned with Dawn, but since I cleaned other stuff with bleach and Dawn, I don't want to set those up on my tanks right away, even if I sprayed off everything. I didn't spray off these things, but that doesn't really matter because that was just Dawn. And they won't be going in aquariums. Anyway, since all of those things I washed with bleach, I want to like run water through them for a while before I decide to start using them on my aquarium. So I might set up like a temporary aquarium or something, or a bucket, or I mean a tub that just, I want to run them through just to be sure that it gets off any residue or anything, so then I won't harm my turtles, or more especially I won't harm my fish, because fish are more sensitive to that type of thing. So that's the idea there. But I'm going to test out all the lights. I think one of these one lights is broken, which is pretty disappointing. So but whatever, it was all free stuff, so it doesn't I can't do a whole lot about it if it's broken or whatnot. So I just make sure to go through everything. And so I set the 20-gallon tall tank on my counter, and this is the tank that I got with all this stuff. And then I placed different items inside and tried them out, just let them run for a little while to make sure that they not only work, but also that they're clean inside from any residue from soap and whatnot. And then this is the FX5 that I also set up here. Okay, so I got it going. Runs completely normally, I believe. So that's all good. I'm not going to set it up on anything right now, but I'm going to go ahead and take everything and just go throw it down in my room, and I'll deal with it tomorrow, because I slept 4 hours last night, and I went to sleep at like 4 something, maybe 4 1/4 or something, like 4:15, and then I woke up at 8, and I really need to write a paper tomorrow, so I need to be awake for that. So I'm going to just throw everything in my room and go to sleep. Everything's clean, and I'll kind of, I know a lot of the stuff's here, but I'll show you the good portion of the loot. It's down here. My room's a bit of a mess, and here is a lot of it. So everything's cleaned. I have a couple different things I want to do with the stuff, but the problem is I don't want to completely go and just start throwing everything where it will eventually go, because I might forget about something and forget to write it down in my notes. So like the tanks and stuff I've already written down, but a lot of this stuff I haven't. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw it all right here and then go to sleep. So here it is a couple days later, and I'm finally cleaning the tank, and it's cold and wet outside. Okay, so it is now many days later from any of the last clips, and as you can see, everything is now cleaned up. I have everything in my notes, and I have everything put away all over my room and whatnot, and the turtles are in this tank with these guys. It's dirty right now, but it won't be at some point when I clean it. But they're both in there, they're eating and I think doing well. But I have the FX5 set up on Norman's tank right now, and we have the tank, and it's clean in my living room, so it is sitting there in my living room, and I have the plans for the new stand right here, and this will go right in this area. So we have all this, and none of this will be here. It will be the other 125 gallon, so that's a 125 gallon, be another one right here for turtles and maybe fish, I don't know, we'll see. And then, like I said, the 125 gallons outside, and then everything else is where everything else goes or whatnot. And then I have some random setups here for temporariness and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Got a bunch of stuff. Pretty successful cleanings and whatnot. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, in the comments below. And if you want more content, then subscribe. Have a fantastic day.